BorakSpace.
Yes.
Podcast nombor 1 dia. Kita ada Alex Ungku dekat sini.
Assalamualaikum boys.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hate that though.
Okay, I gotta press that lah. Okay, which button is it?
It was that button.
Okay,
It was
just
that
watch
button.
out lah. I might just spring out. Tekan je.
Aduh, thank you so much Alex sebab sudi datang.
Anytime boys.
Kita orang punya podcast yang nombor 13 mungkin sekarang. InsyaAllah nanti akan nombor 1 podcast kita.
Number one
Sekarang
soon.
kita nombor 13 kan?
Nombor 13.
Gentle lah.
Aku tak tahu.
Babi lah kau ni. Kau ni pantas ya.
Sorry though.
Ni rating ni dari mana ni?
Sendiri.
Tak tahu ranking
Macam babi. Tapi hari tu kan, member aku ada cakap aku, dia message aku macam, I was on Spotify and I was scrolling through to find what to listen, and I ternampak muka you Hakim.
Algorithms.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
Actually, you guys have an app called Spotify for podcasts.
Anchor before this kan?
I'm pretty sure because I'm pretty sure I saw it somewhere lah. Okay, like because for musicians ada Spotify for artists.
Betul.
So you can track your streams and like per song and all that. And I'm pretty sure for podcasts have the same thing. Yeah. So you guys can actually download it and you can track your stats lah.
Oh
Betul,
shit.
betul. Ya lah, yang macam sebelum ni aku tunjuk lah.
Oh, the same thing yang kau tunjuk aku lah. Oh.
But you guys are on Spotify juga.
Yeah,
Betul,
we're on
betul.
Spotify as well.
Because I watch it on YouTube
Faham. No
on
worries.
your channel.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
First off, before we start, guys, congrats
Oh, thank
on
you.
this,
so
right?
much,
Thank you.
Like
Thank you.
seriously.
Dia je guest yang cakap congrats kat kita
Ya,
tau.
dia guest lain bapak sombong sial.
Dah habis balik.
Ya
Mana
tu.
No, it's nice because like,
Macam
and I hope you guys macam sustain because like a lot of people doing podcasts, but like I think you guys got something special, like your chemistry.
Wow.
And
Thank you so
yeah, and I think the way I've only seen like 2 episodes, and like you guys really made your guests feel comfortable. I met Hakim for like what, only half an hour ago.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
feel like I've known you for a long time.
Yeah,
Already.
doh.
Yes.
Yeah, doh. I mean, you come to my
Macam-macam.
area a lot.
Yeah. We don't need to say why.
Ya, tapi sebelum ni I pernah cakap kat Hakim, dia orang yang I boleh campak je kawan-kawan I, dah pandai bercakap dah.
Kan?
Tiba-tiba dah cakap pasal business, tiba-tiba dah cakap pasal kahwin.
There you go. Right?
Dia ni bagi je apa-apa.
Bila masa cakap
So
pasal
it's
kahwin?
like-
Aku tak tahu tapi aku dengar.
I think also the reason why is that I told you I've seen all of your TikToks.
Okay,
Okay,
yes.
so I feel like that's why I know you. You know?
Is that why you copied the mustache look?
There you go. I've always had a mustache, bro.
Okay, fair.
So like
fair.
it's weird lah that we live in a digital age,
Yeah.
where like you get to know people
Just through their social media,
just through their
right?
socials or through their work online, you know, even music as well.
Yeah.
And then it's like you're kind of sharing a piece of you for the audience,
Yeah, that's
Okay?
true. That's
and it's
true.
like, and hopefully people can relate to you lah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean that's the hope lah. I mean I've always thought that like I just wanted to help someone in need, and maybe they can just see a little glimmer of light, even especially when it's really fucking dark out there.
We can curse on this?
Yeah, we can.
Sangat.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. We can.
I refrain lah.
Okay.
Tak ada masalah.
Jangan buka pintu.
Macam-macam. Tapi Alex Ungku, saya ingat lagi saya pernah dengar lagu awak dengan Bill Musa.
Oh, that was a long time.
Long time ago.
How long?
Time
was that?
flies. That song is called Let Me In. And it came out in January, a month before lockdown. Can you
Holy
imagine how depressed I was?
Oh my god.
Finally released, and then the song did like quite crazy numbers the first week. But then after that we kind of took time to like, okay, maybe we can do live later.
Betul.
We didn't get the chance.
Tak dapat kan?
Tak dapat chance. You know, I only
shit.
performed it with Bill. So we performed Let Me In for when we opened for Mac Airs. She opened. And then like, I remember lagi masa tu macam I tengah struggling as a musician. Like I haven't put any songs out. I haven't wrote any songs. And then my friend was dating Bill. And then a lot of my friends were like, "Hey, you guys should like connect." You know. And for some reason it took a long time, you know. And then when we finally did, it's like one of those people yang I feel like I dah kenal. You know, it's like a sister, right? And then finally we had a session in a clubhouse. Okay, and then 10 minutes.
You mean Clubhouse the app?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like her clubhouse.
Okay, alright.
And then the signs were not good. Like masuk je, buka gitar, within 10 minutes reboot, bro. You know, so I'm macam, I think I did this. Okay.
I think these are not the chords. These
I
are
did
not
not
the
see
chords.
any dark clouds on the way here. Alright. tahu bomo mana tolak kan.
Punya tak puas hati kan.
And then we wrote it, and I remember leaving the session. Okay, I never told Bill this.
Okay.
I remember I left the session. Macam, I think can be maybe the next session like it best. I wasn't feeling the song
Understood.
at all. And then suddenly Bill got booked for Mac Airs, and then she's like, "Hey, do you want to do Let Me In?" I'm like, "Huh?
Ooh.
You want to do that?" And then we didn't even finish the song. Terus masuk rehearsal. I think we only rehearsed once or twice.
Holy shit.
And then we played. And that was my first performance live in a long time.
Wow.
And after that, after that I met MFMF, True Bill, and then man.
Ya tu.
Yeah, and then we are both MFMF alumni.
Kan, betul.
Shout out to MFMF.
Shout out to MFMF.
Okay,
Yeah.
like
Shout out, boys.
for the people who don't know what MFMF is, like what is it basically? Macam I'm hearing this, I have no clue what it is. I assume it's a record
Alright,
label.
go.
MFMF adalah producer, 3 orang sekawan.
Oh, okay.
Lagu Cute aku dulu tu diproduce oleh MFMF.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Sangat cool, sangat power dorang. Cuma kena kurangkan sikit harga lah. Tak ada. Kita nak buat lagu ni kan. But dorang sangat cool, sangat best. Kerja dengan dorang sangat-sangat senang.
One of the best
Sangat
in
laju.
the industry.
Yeah.
Sangat laju, sangat efficient.
Betul.
Damn.
And macam apa tu, diorang macam factory tau.
Oh shit.
Serious, like if you masuk dalam, it's a home studio.
Betul.
You masuk macam diorang dah ada pipeline plan.
Ya.
Wow.
Like for the whole year, you know, and I really admire. I don't think that many people in the music industry
Betul.
are
Sangat
playing the way MFMF are doing. They're very smart, you know.
Holy shit. Yeah, but you know, because there's like this thing like where you can either choose to become very artsy or creative, or you could be very business minded.
Correct.
Yeah, but it seems like from what you're telling me, they're both.
Yep.
Sangat both.
Yeah.
they play the line very well, you
Yep.
know, and that's why I think diorang macam collaborate with the big stars,
betul.
and then like they still collaborate with me. I'm on the independent scene, the artsy yang don't make money. You know, not like Haris.
Okay, I rasa, to me, I tak rasa music tu make money. Untuk I lah. Walaupun I dah
Tu sangat reality.
sangat reality.
Damn.
I rasa orang yang buat duit adalah ambassador. Kan, diorang dapat lagu
Correct.
diorang hit, diorang dah jadi mungkin pelakon ke.
Producer.
Ya, producer.
I see.
Sebab bagi aku, kita nak tunggu royalty pun like 2 tahun kan?
What?
2 tahun pun dapat.
Oh, you have to wait like 2 years for your royalties to come
Kan
in?
2 tahun ke? Aku tak tahu dah.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I know MACP pays like twice a year.
Ya.
Is it twice a year?
Twice a year.
MACP.
I'm so
setiap 6
bad at
bulan
this.
lah.
I thought 2 tahun sekali.
No.
Twice a year?
I'm pretty sure at least yearly lah. At least.
Kau kena scam ke?
Maybe. Ya, itulah masalah dia.
Haris, I worry for you. Hakim, can you take care of it?
Okay. This episode.
Mungkin aku kena tipu sebab benda ni sangat-sangat susah untuk aku. Dah lah aku tak suka maths. And then bila orang cerita pasal royalty, MACP, ini masuk sini. Okay, you dapat ni tapi nanti duit you kat atas ni. Nanti you tunggu, nanti you minta baru you dapat. Aku tak tahu apa benda tu.
So why you just explain sounds like a money laundering scheme.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I would like to take this time to the audience. Nampaknya Harid dah kena scam dengan duit dia. So to support him, please datang ke Kopi Saigon Setapak, the sponsor of today's podcast. Thank you very much.
I think Haris is a music lawyer.
Exactly. Bapak aku lawyer, kau nak ke?
Okay, silakan. Kau kalau boleh jadi hakim boleh tak untuk aku punya tu?
Boleh. Aku try. Fun
I
fact.
see why you did that. That's why your name is Hakim.
My dad is a lawyer. My mom is a lawyer. My name is Hakim.
Betul.
Perfect though.
I think my parents could be a little bit more creative.
No man, it's like you're literally the fruits of their labor.
Fucking hell. You're right. You're right.
It's quite poetic though, the fact that your name Hakim.
Ya doh.
The
fikirkan
moment
lah.
you said your dad lawyer, I was like, he did not do that.
yeah.
He probably planned this 20 years before you were born, bro.
Anak nanti hakim. Dah kita budak-budak belajar lawyer.
Kan?
Anak nama hakim lah.
Yeah, tu. God damn. My dad is the side yang focuses on making the laws in Malaysia. So macam
Like legislation.
Yes, legislation. Yes. The one law that I think a lot of people here would be affected by is the speed trap.
No way.
Yeah, the speed trap was never here in Malaysia, but then my dad macam, let's fucking do it. He took out an empty piece of paper, made it happen, and then there we are.
Oh, Oh, tu semua sebab bapak kau lah.
Sebab bapak aku.
Baik tu.
Yeah.
So your dad dapat royalty ke?
Tak, bapak I tak dapat royalty.
Setiap saman kan. Setiap
Nope.
tak kat
He
gambar
gets
tu.
a cut then.
Nope.
Oh man.
In fact, anak dia pun kena speed trap. Kena bayar, bang.
Aduh, bang.
Kena bayar.
Can you imagine if he kena bayar his own
You
track?
do.
Ush, mesti confirm pernah tu. Tapi he would never say it.
Confirm
Tapi
bro.
aku rasa mungkin nak rasa je.
Yeah.
Ini aku buat ni nak kena. Nak rasa. Tangkap lah. Undur balik.
Yeah.
Tangkap lah. Tapi
Bro,
tapi
now you will get caught anywhere, bro.
Yeah,
yeah,
Kadang-kadang
exactly.
I macam I check the sama macam bila masa I masuk area tu. I'm like,
Diorang lagi tahu daripada kita.
yeah,
serious though.
exactly.
Semua dah automated lah.
Yeah, I remember I think my dad telling me that the government wanted to make it macam they don't even put the signboards up. So macam bila lalu je you terus kena saman.
Is that even legal?
No,
Betul?
yeah, because my dad then argued kata macam no, the point of the speed trap was to make sure that certain areas people don't speed because those are dangerous areas.
Bukan aku take duit.
Bukan aku take duit. So that's why dorang put in signboards to tell
Yes.
you macam hey, slow
Slow
down,
down.
atau
Atau
your
kena-
wallet kena pukul.
Betul.
Sneaky though.
Yeah.
Welcome to Malaysia.
Welcome to Malaysia.
Welcome to Malaysia.
Aduh.
Okay,
Gotta, gotta love this country.
Betul.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's the reason my name. What's the reason of your name?
Okay, so my full name
You do.
is...
Itu
mana-
benda yang paling first aku nak tanya.
Mana datang Alex?
Okay,
Yes.
so my full name is Ungku Iskandar Ashraf bin Ungku Harun Al Rashid. Okay.
Astaghfirullahaladzim.
Time exam man.
You punya IC panjang ni ke?
Bro, kena minta dua IC. Kena gabung macam Lego bro.
Panjang siap nama. What the fuck?
Polis like drop me tengah tulis sama. Malah.
Babi lah, ambil gambar je lah.
Jadi saman lah.
No, but seriously, so like time exam dulu kan, ya Allah, like I struggle nak start kan, kena settle nama dulu.
Ya bodoh. Even that take 10 minutes.
Oh my god, like I probably like it had an impact on my exams lah. So my full name is that, right? And then Iskandar is Arabic for Alexander. So my dad named me after, I thought for the longest time it was Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Okay, ingatkan Iskandar Zulkarnain, but no. He was, because my dad is a huge like military history buff.
I see.
And there was this one really famous, like, I'm afraid of like butchering this, but if I'm not mistaken, it was a British commander somewhere, Alexander something, and then my family all calls me Alex. But then in school, I tried to introduce myself as Iskandar growing up, and tapi cikgu-cikgu semua will call me Ungku. I think because they grew up in that generation, right? And then after a while, I'm like, give up, you know. So when I eventually did music, I remember I was in Melbourne, and then first time nama keluar poster, and then they were like, okay, so what do you want your name to be? And I did go with Ungku Iskandar. I looked at it, bapa buruk. Oh my god, hancur bro. I look at the poster and right, some guy had like some cool name like one line, and then Ungku Iskandar. Like doesn't even roll off the tongue, right?
Faham.
You know? That like cost me precious time during the exam, man.
Yeah,
So like,
fair
and
enough.
then like, cause my family, my cousins, and then friends that I meet through my cousins all call me Alex. So I was like, Alex Ungku, you know, Alex and then Ungku, because that's my my heritage,
I see.
So because this is history from Johor.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
really
yeah.
want to get too much into that.
Understood.
So I just felt like putting that in, just like, and it sounded weird at first, and then after a
Understood.
while it grew on me. And I just kept it when I released my first song. I was like, why not?
Wow, sekarang melekat. Sedap lah, sedap.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kena.
You were in Australia?
I was in Australia. I
How long?
studied there for 4 years, I think.
4 years?
4 years, yeah. I was in
God damn.
Melbourne. Yeah.
Oh,
Went
shit.
to
You study
University
apa?
of Melbourne. I did marketing and management there.
God damn.
It was fun. To be honest, it's more of a holiday.
Yeah,
Faham.
that's what every student who went
Yeah.
overseas say.
Yeah, though.
Yes. Okay. But came back with a degree, you know. And like I've never done the music full time. You know, it's because it doesn't, we just talk about it. And
Betul.
memang hard to make money from it. You know, even though you have like songs with numbers ke,
Betul.
but at the end of the day, there's the whole politics with event organizers.
Yeah.
You know?
Event organizers?
Yeah.
Why are they involved?
Like, do you notice it's always the same acts that play almost every other week?
Yeah, betul.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's not to the fault of the artists. The artists that are in that position, good for them. You know, because it's a tough industry.
Betul.
You know, but I feel like event organizers can do better to give more opportunities.
To
For the longest time, I was like affected, But then last year I had like a very eventful year. Alhamdulillah, last year dapat main Good Vibes.
Good
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like
yeah.
Good Vibes was like that one, macam any musician lah.
Yeah, though.
You know, they'll be lying if they told you
Tak nak lah.
aku tak nak main Good
nak.
Vibes.
Yeah,
Kan?
yeah,
So
yeah,
macam so as a bit of backstory. So Good Vibes actually got it in 2020. Right? Yeah, right after Let Me In keluar actually. Yeah,
Okay.
and then I was confirmed for 2020 Good Vibes. He had a really great lineup. A lot of it actually spill over to the year that the year that I played. But some of the acts are not the same lah.
Understood.
And then literally the same week I got booked for Good Vibes. Then the week after pandemic. And then like
Oh God.
yeah, and then like I was like, it's not gonna come to Malaysia. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I was so happy and finally dapat and like work my ass off to like be in that position to even be considered. You know? And then pandemic happened.
God.
And that crushed me, bro. Macam everyone thought pandemic sekejap. I thought pandemic
Yeah,
was sekejap.
yeah,
Kan?
yeah. We all
And then
thought.
as it dragged on, and that's why I realized like I think I have completely like lost this opportunity, you know? Like, you know, because some things don't come around twice.
Betul.
True, that's
right?
true.
And then like
Yeah.
and I don't know if I could continue that work ethic to create music like I did in 2019. I think I released like 4 songs within a year.
Damn.
Yeah, and
that's a
like
lot.
it's a lot. It's
That's
a lot
a
of
lot.
time. And then at that point in time, I knew because like as you progress in your corporate career, when you have less time
Yes, that's
to
true.
do it, and
Yeah.
so I macam oh man, I think tak dapat. And then when things started opening up, and then there were rumors about the next Good Vibes.
Yeah.
I only released 1 song
God damn.
after that space, and so I macam wah, I think tak dapat lah. And then this is the weirdest part about me getting last year's Good Vibes. I released my last single before losing game. It was called Someone New.
Someone New,
I
yes.
released it on Friday. Good Vibes called me on Sunday,
Damn.
and then tanya like, "Do you want to play Good Vibes? You have this amount of time to accept it. If you don't want, it's fine. You know.
Okay.
And then if you want it, then we announce it on Tuesday." I'm like, what?
What the fuck? Wow. Wish.
So I'm macam,
Bapak laju.
I can't say no,
Yeah.
man. You know, and then like, and then it came back twice, you know.
God
So
damn.
lightning struck twice.
Yeah, though.
And at that point in time, I macam when I think back, I say baik lah sebab back then if I took it in 2020, my life set I think would have been shit. Tak cukup lagu.
Yeah.
Tak cukup lagu, tak ada experience, tak live, tak ada band. Now because of Good Vibes, I sorted all that out already.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Hope you guys come to the next one.
I nak datang 2 hari tu tapi tak sempat tu.
I
Hopefully
nak
this
datang-
year lagi.
I nak
Ada lah,
datang
please.
tapi
Tak kenal lagi.
no wallet.
Oh, wallet.
Mahasya Good Vibes. Good Vibes. Chill the fuck down. God damn.
You know, when we speak about Good Vibes, right? A lot of people like complain about the price, and I completely understand. And because if you compare just 3 years ago, the price is night and day. And
Yeah,
but then
exactly.
the thing is, like, if you compare other events, like for example, Peak Storm,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
cost
yeah.
300 to 400 to just see Joji, and the rest were all like local lineups. Some of them are my friends. Congrats to them for opening for Joji.
Wow, best.
But then 300 to 400 for one day, and you only get 1 international artist.
Yeah.
Compared to Good Vibes last year, where you paid, I think 500 to 600,
Yeah.
and then you get 2 days, I don't know, 8 hours a day of
Lineup pun
music.
okay.
Kan? You know, and then itulah sama macam it sucks. It's our currency, you know, it's our wage rate compared to other countries.
But I'm gonna be fair with you. I kind of also like the fact that it's priced quite highly because remember there was a time where Good Vibes was just packed with people.
Yes.
I think it was trending on Twitter non-stop. It was 2000.
Even last year, to be honest, it was packed.
Really?
Yeah, if
Shit.
you watch I didn't think it would fill out like that because the lineup was macam
Biasa je.
yeah, macam it was more macam catering to K-pop.
Yeah.
Good Vibes went to a route that they never did before.
Yeah,
right? This
yeah.
year, they go back to that identity.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
That's why it was called a weekender.
Weekender.
And yeah, so macam, and then I didn't think that it would fill out like that, but some way penuh though. Like Jackson Wang, like the moment dia buka baju dia kan, perempuan semua basah.
Dude, aku pun basah sial.
Serious.
Aku pun basah
Yeah.
sial.
Semua basah, of
Habis
course.
sial.
And I remember
Jackson Wang. dude.
sebab Jackson Wang was like second day, and then I dah penat, kan? And then like I told my friend, hey, you stay lah, like you sort out your own ride back, because I have gone to Good Vibes every year religiously, and the drive back memang gila lah,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
and
yes.
macam I'm not in the mood to go through that, so I jalan. So I remember walking back, and tiba-tiba I tengok Jackson Wang. He started to like do his thing, rip his clothes off. I think he was like humping the floor or something.
Understood.
Right?
Understood.
And then I stopped for a while. I was like, God damn. This guy got it.
He's
I
a
understand.
performer.
I understand now. Okay? That's why the next show I'll try and like find something to do with the floor. You know?
Dah buat apa kan?
Letak phone.
letak
phone, tak gitar.
Yes, betul.
Shuffle.
Shuffle.
Ustaz shuffle.
Yeah, there's all things you can do on the floor.
Alex, saya nak tanya you.
Yes.
Apa membuatkan music you Alex Ungku?
First off, I think macam as a musician, I think if I ask myself when I started out compared to sekarang, and I wouldn't think I would write this many songs. Tu satu. Secondly as well, I remember when I started music, I rasa macam a bit of a music snob lah. You know, I tak nak tulis pop. And you know, I just want to do R&B ke indie lah, all that, whatever.
Faham.
Very ignorant, you know. And actually, it was because of the collaboration with MFMF. It opened my mind. It made me realize that bukan senang tu nak tulis pop song, kan?
Betul.
You know, bila you buat indie song ni, you tulis benda dalam kepala you, and sometimes most of the time indie songs don't have the numbers sebab tak relatable.
Yeah, betul.
Kan?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
and then when I did a collaboration with MFMF, and then I realized it's actually hard to write a pop song. The challenge to write something that
To make a
millions,
hook, to make people relatable.
right?
Yeah, kan.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
And
Yeah, betul.
Yeah,
Senang
and-
gila kan.
yeah. So-
He made it look easy.
Correct.
He made it look easy.
very easy. You know?
But it
And-
wasn't.
Yeah.
But that's a compliment tau.
Betul.
That's a compliment.
Betul. And sama juga macam aku, before this aku memilih music macam tak sedap lah lagu ni.
Kan?
Apa tu lagu ni. Bila aku start dengan MFMF,
Yeah.
membuka mata and kau appreciate little things.
Yeah, betul.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And kau tahu macam mana diorang produce and macam mana diorang buat. Ada little music, little things, little sound tu kau macam, wish.
Yeah.
Macam ni sebenarnya nak buat
Yeah.
And baru aku appreciate semua music. Tak kisah dia tak sedap ke, aku akan cari macam, oh dia punya melody sedap.
Yeah, yeah,
Tak perlu
yeah.
nak kutuk apa
Correct.
semua and
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Here's the thing
Yeah.
yang aku sedar kan, yang macam a lot of people yang suka kutuk other people punya work ataupun downplay other people punya work is because they never done or create something for themselves.
Correct.
You condemn
Absolutely.
someone's art, it's because you never drew before. You
Ooh,
condemn
I like
someone's
that.
lyrics, it's because you never sang or wrote something before.
Yes.
That's why.
Easier said than done.
Easier said than
Right?
done.
And like, yeah, so like back to the question, macam all of my experiences to me have molded me to be the songwriter that I am today. And like, of course, I would classify myself as an R&B singer because like that's where I'm paling comfortable. I pun kalau topik jiwa kacau, no problem. I'm like the Hakim Parker of music, bro. It's like if I were to like venture it, if I had a flair for TikTok, it would be your kind of format.
Understood.
And it's like, it's not that I like to write sad stuff. I macam, there is a beauty in that emotion.
Right.
Okay, and like some people macam, it's like I always write about the same. I feel like I have squeezed out as much as I can from these one or two experiences,
I understand.
which I will not go into,
I understand.
you know, further. But like it's mine to keep, you know. And then I just created something that, inshallah, like hopefully people will relate to it, lah. You know,
Yeah,
because a lot of the
yeah,
songs
yeah.
that I write, if it's just Alex Ungku, is very loosely based on my life. You see, and then like you know, and I think the more honest you are, the more that people can relate. You know?
Same here.
Correct. And then like my latest single, Losing Game.
Losing Game, yeah.
Stream it, guys, if you
Tolong.
haven't heard it.
Please.
Gila tu.
Link down below.
Okay, yeah, and like that to me, that is if you were to ask what is an Alex Ungku sound, is Losing Game. It's got like influences of hip hop.
Okay.
There's some R&B in there, and
I
then I used to
see.
grow up like listening to like classic rock, indie rock. So that's
okay.
why I was like, screw it, letak guitar solo lah.
Nice.
Compose lah.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. It's your song.
And it's not even a hard solo. I think there's only 6 notes, you know.
It's
I just told the producer Zayn, just crank up the amp.
Okay.
Make it sound like I'm shredding, but I'm struggling to play 6 notes. Serious though. Senang gila. Just going up and down one skill macam aduh, budak 6 tahun boleh main bro.
Tapi diorang tak tahu.
Now they know.
No. We'll cut that part out.
Yeah, bro. No, that's the thing. Like, and for me, it's like, I remember when I started off music and bawa balik Melbourne, I remember I wasted a good 2 years trying to do everything myself. And then like demo semua tai.
Okay.
You know? And then like I tak focus on what I should be focusing on, which is songwriting. You know, I try to like belajar nak EQ, nak compress lah, and then tiba-tiba ke laut and the whole project. And I ended up hating the process of creating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? And then it's like, I think my advice for any musicians that want to start out, find what you're good at.
Yeah.
And work with people who are better at doing things that you're bad at.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And like I know that my strength is a songwriter, is a vocalist, and I just find producers that align with the sound that I want to make.
Betul.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and there's so many out there.
Betul.
You know, it's an
lot.
ecosystem, right?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and not everyone. Ada je orang yang buat everything one man show, and you know, but I'm not wired that way.
Yeah,
and-
it's okay and it's
yeah.
alright. Yeah, certain people memang they devote their whole lives to learn everything.
Betul.
Correct.
But sometimes you just have other
You
interests.
got to collaborate.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like even you guys the podcast, like it'll be different kalau just Haris je
Betul,
buat kan.
sangat-sangat
Kalau
betul.
you interview seorang je, or if Hakim without him, man. So
exactly.
so I just feel like now in this day and age, macam collaboration is so important.
Sangat.
Exactly.
Because you every collaboration I had, like I come out of it learning something new about myself, or learning a new skill, or like come out of it with like apa tu, macam I didn't know that I could do that.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So macam like,
That's the best part lah.
Yeah,
Correct,
because
yeah.
kita kadang-kadang kita tak nampak apa yang sisi kita tau. Kadang-kadang orang lain yang nampak.
Ah.
So orang lain yang macam, kau boleh buat macam ni tau. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tu
So-
macam ayat aku tu.
Bagus juga.
Macam ayat aku tu.
ni from a TikTok ke?
No tak. Memang daripada podcast tu.
Macam cakap, itu Hakim yang cakap.
Babi
Sebab
lah,
aku
babi.
yang dengar mana aku tahu. Aku
Hanat
sebut
lah,
balik
babi.
je lah.
Okay, faham.
Ni episod mana kan?
Ada kita.
Copyright.
Lepas tu, okay, Alex Ungku.
Yes.
Susah kan nak buat duit, but macam mana you boleh teruskan juga?
Because I never done it full time and I have a corporate career.
Mhm.
Okay, and then I remember the first, and I'm quite lucky lah. Alhamdulillah sebab I dah dapat last year dapat rasa show. You know, even this year pun, you know, I played at a lot of Langkawi. You know, and then they paid me way more than what I got from like Good Vibes.
Okay.
And it was like, but I was playing to like no one.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
but it's because of Good Vibes. A lot of opportunities have came, right?
Open
and
up,
then
yeah.
I, at most won't break even, you know. But like I don't do it for money, and I do it because I like to create. And when I create, masuk studio, I have the intention of playing the song live. You see, and I know some people macam masuk studio and then tak fikir about the live part, and then macam live struggle a bit. But I started off playing at bars and all that. Yeah, I did all the open mic zaman students semua. So I've done all that. You know, so macam, and eventually I progressed to like, I want to write my own stuff. You know, and then back to the question of like, of course, music is tough financially. So that's why I said back to the topic how like some of these artists nowadays are always getting booked. Good for them, you know, because memang susah.
Sangat susah.
Not everyone are in a position yang okay, organizer macam let's just get this. You know, don't want to name names, but like I'm happy lah for this artist. You know, I just hope the ecosystem
It's much more friendly and open.
is more friendly, more inclusive.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Because like I feel that there are a lot of underdogs.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? There's a lot of like uncut gems.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
out there,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like it's just a matter of being given the opportunity.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of like these stages are basically an exposure platform because social media can only do so much.
Correct.
Right. You know, if I can share a song, sure. Like let's say I have 10,000 followers, I share a song.
Yeah.
How many of those 10,000 followers are going to watch that story? How many
Correct.
out of those small percentage pula is going to be intrigued in listening the song? So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the only way for an artist to be given a chance is when they are being called upon the stage.
Correct.
That's when the audience can figure out, macam, okay, I like his shit. No, he's not my type of guy.
And I think one thing that I want to shout out as well is, you know, I think radios post-pandemic have really been very supportive. You know, if kalau korang macam independent artist or like artist baru yang baru nak keluar kan, hit up the radio. Seriously,
Betul.
you just go to the Instagram, you can find their email, you know, or ask your friends who are connected, and it's like the radio stations now are very supportive, hits and fly,
Betul.
you know, and like dorang macam kalau ada lagu baru and then I email dorang, it's like they will always support
Be up for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
and
amazing.
like I'm and I don't know if this support was like that before the pandemic. I think the one thing good about the pandemic is that certain things macam we had to focus on things in our own backyard.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
International acts were not coming.
Yeah,
And all that,
exactly.
you know. So it's like I feel that because of the pandemic, I think more, especially the younger generation, the
Betul.
support for local music is stronger.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude,
Yeah.
seriously.
But then people in like the older age groups, you can't change their ways.
Yeah, I mean, that's
You
how
know,
they grew up,
the
right?
appreciation for like the local arts is still not there.
Faham.
You know?
It's okay. They'll be gone soon.
That is that went dark.
At least satu per episode.
Man. That is a Hakim move, man.
That
It's
is
like
a Hakim
I did
move.
not see it coming.
Ah.
I almost choked on my spit, bro.
One per episode.
Oh
There has to
my
be
God.
something.
Wait,
dark
speaking
there.
about local arts, right? I think I got to bring this up. Like, what do you guys think about Michelle Yeoh punya?
Oh.
Oh, we just talked about this
Yeah.
with Adam in the last
Betul.
episode.
Yeah. What do you guys think about it?
I think I kind of agree with what Adam has to say, where we can say congratulations to Michelle Yeoh, you know, because she is a Malaysian and
Yeah.
she achieved her success. But we cannot
Claim.
her success
Yeah.
because no Malaysian helped her in any single form
Betul.
Correct.
besides her own mother. Lah.
Correct.
Mak dia yang suruh kan.
Shout out to Michelle Yeoh's mom.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. And the only reason we go watch, like for example, her films is because they were good films.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, we know her from Crazy Rich Asians and everything. and
I knew her from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And there were probably way more other films and way more other series that
yeah.
she was in. Were we Malaysians supportive of her then? Were we the one giving her more opportunities here as well?
Absolutely.
No, we weren't.
Correct. So macam that argument, I don't want to go too much into it because you guys already talked about it. But macam the whole point that I brought it up was I was quite sad to see the online. It started off with macam everyone happy on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
You always explode there through the stories, right?
Yeah,
and then I went
yeah.
on Twitter, and then the whole environment became toxic. Bro.
Ya, sangat.
It's like it didn't even become about what Michelle Yeoh did or what she didn't anymore. It was more like everyone wanted to share their opinion of no, you can't claim, you know, blah blah. And to me, that's sad because it's actually a reflection of how Malaysians actually support the local art scene.
Exactly.
Right. There is a massive systemic problem in
Yeah.
Malaysia
Yeah.
where like we have a problem in two things. We don't cultivate arts. We don't appreciate
Yeah.
what we have
Exactly.
until we achieve success, right?
Exactly.
Macam it's almost as if even, and sometimes I like it's weird because when you look at it, macam you almost have to earn and validate orang punya
Kan?
decision nak
Yeah,
support you.
betul.
Yes,
You know, and
exactly.
that can even stray into music, for example.
No, betul,
You know, because
betul.
I've always felt like an underdog, right? And it's fine because you can't force people to like what you make.
I mean,
Okay.
I think it's
Yeah.
the same also for content creators. But I think a lot of content creators out there, they don't get the support unless they quote unquote earn it.
Correct.
They have to win an award.
Okay,
and
I have a question for you, right? Like before you blew up, can on that one
Yeah.
video,
Yeah.
I think it was on Instagram first, and
Yeah, it was on Instagram first.
can,
Yeah.
And then like, were you creating content before that?
Yes, like crazy.
Like crazy.
Like
I didn't know that.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like
And then it became like a format. So, okay, before this, I did like a lot of skits, like from any kind of skit lah. To dressing up like a mom or whatever, shit like that. Yeah.
Kelakar dia, kelakar.
serious ah?
Yeah.
Aku tak tengok lagi content dia.
Aku lawak tu.
Aku selalu dengar that signature piano tu.
Yeah.
Hakim like whispers. Like, you know, after that I'm like, oh yeah. And he always says things yang macam, what I like about Hakim punya content and is like honestly sebab like it's a very short format and then macam you say things that people feel or think tapi macam tak boleh express.
Yeah. I think
Is
that's
it?
my specialty.
Yeah, it's like a lot of things, especially men, right? We tend to like keep shit. We don't really want to say
Yeah.
things. So,
Cakap
but
kan?
Hakim is like the voice of like the anti-toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
You know, I
exactly.
think everyone should be vulnerable.
Did you know like now my fault. Kan Andrew Tate is top G kan?
Okay.
So they call me top H.
Oh my god, dude, what happened to that guy? Is he like in prison now or what?
I still think so.
Macam dah
I think
keluar
so.
tapi masuk balik tak tahu.
No, I think he got out for a while and then he come back in. Yeah.
Makan angin je.
Yeah, makan angin jap.
Tapi 7E je.
Yeah, dia bawa Al-Quran dia.
Alah, faham.
Time to katam.
Aduh.
Lawak
Yeah,
though.
but to answer your question, I think I was making content for a long time, but I was also wondering to myself, like, why haven't I blew up? Is this like not?
So how long was your long time though?
I started making content when I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah, 17. But I did had a small YouTube channel, so
Okay.
I edited my first video, posted on YouTube when I was 12, shit like that.
Wow.
Yeah, but then nothing ever came out of it lah. I tried making YouTube and also some skits on Vine and Instagram and stuff like that. Some got traction, some got views, but it never.
Inconsistent lah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
was inconsistent. And then I remember I wanted to. It was the pandemic again. I think it was the second lockdown. The second lockdown, and then I got fired from my job, and I didn't know what to do. So I thought, maybe I should try making content at least once a day just to distract myself from things. I started again with the whole funny format, but I realized that my crowd is different now. They grew up, and it's not the same type of jokes that they like.
Yeah.
So I'm okay, then what should I do? Then my friend came up to me and said, hey, you have a very interesting voice. Why not you talk about life? And then that's actually quite a good idea, because whenever people come up to me for advice, I will always give them the advice, and they say I always understand how they feel or how their partner feels. So I'm okay, why not cater to that? So I tried doing that, I think for like 2-3 months, but nothing blew up per se. And I was again wondering, okay, when am I going to blow up? And then it hit me like, okay, maybe I need to build the habit of making content consistently and think really hard about my content. And then when I blew up, people have an idea of what my page is about, and then they'll start gaining traction.
Betul.
So that's what I did. I started making things. And then one day when I woke up, I was supposed to go to shoot for a set. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I was kind of scrolling through Instagram and scrolling through Reddit, and I was seeing how horrible the flood situation was. And I just picked up my camera and I just posted that video at 6 a.m. And then suddenly by 10 p.m. that thing already reached like...
This guy was all over my feed,
Yeah,
man.
though.
Yeah,
For
dude.
1 week, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Ada orang marah, ada orang suka.
Yeah. It was on Instagram. It was on TikTok. It was
Facebook.
on Facebook.
Facebook gila.
Yeah. And then that's when people saw that one video, so they kind of want to know who I am. And then when they swipe down, then they see all these other live talking shit. And that's when I started to gain more people following and etc. So it was kind of like you, like if you went to Good Vibes on 2020, probably things wouldn't have gone the way that you wanted.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think in some sense, from what I'm seeing, is that you have a very particular way of doing things. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be up to your standard, the way that you like it.
Yeah,
right? And so that invitation was taken away from you, and then you had to do a lot of other things, and then life gave you the opportunity just the way you wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the right time.
At the right time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Itulah.
So the same thing happened to me. And with this whole journey to God thing that I'm going with,
Yeah.
that's what I'm kind of believing right now. Yeah, I think it's taken away, but it will be given to you like up to your satisfaction, like to a point where you're much, damn, what did I do to deserve this?
Kan.
You know?
Yeah. So even last year, even when the poster came out for Good Vibes, imposter syndrome, bro. I macam, I tak patut doh ada atas line up ni. Asal sama poster dengan Jackson Wang.
Yeah, Joe.
Mamat tu six pack,
Yeah, Joe. Babi Syah.
handsome.
Gila babi.
And then you
Joe.
have a Malay boy writing sad shit. That needs to move on.
You enjoy tak masa you perform?
I enjoy it. Like
Good
seriously,
vibes.
the whole process, the preparation, the day itself, it was macam once in a lifetime lah. You know, hopefully I get to play there again. But that's up to me. I need to make sure I deserve the opportunity lagi lah. And maybe next time kalau ada rezeki ada, kita orang sekali kan.
Amin.
I think
Oh, yeah. I takut gila nak perform.
I pun takut.
Tapi you dah selalu perform. Macam mana you like?
Tapi nak termuntah every time.
Serius tau?
Serious.
Even
Yeah.
with all those too.
I think now it's better lah. Yeah, tapi macam I remember there was one time I think pre-pandemic macam slowly dapat shows kan. And then macam tapi acoustic show.
Okay.
Tapi macam acoustic tu I macam dah biasa dah. And then there was one time I think it was 3 show in 1 week.
Damn.
Lepas tu I macam the last show tu usually the night before I akan practice gila babi kan sampai suara dah macam bila suara dah rasa macam dah give in dah macam okay relax. Drink honey and like lemon with hot water then besok just perform man. But that last show within that week I macam screw it. I think I'm good. Masuk no fear. That is the one time in a long time that I lupa lirik.
Wow.
Yeah. So after that I was like, this you need to be nervous though. Keeps you on your toes. And gets the blood rushing and then you go out there the moment you settle the first song. Like inshallah you dah okay lah after that, you know. But like macam you have to be nervous lah.
Yeah. You can never be too confident.
Yeah, for sure. Tapi now macam kalau with a band semua and you have a team macam okay lah. You know, you don't feel alone lah. I think last time macam last time teruk sebab last time I selalu main macam open mic seorang kan. It's just you and the guitar bro. No backing track kan. Kalau macam you mess up it's on you lah.
Kau dulu time kau perform band tu kau kenal ke ataupun just a band orang kasi?
Aku bayang aku tak ada siapa. Aku tak kenal siapa-siapa.
Pak An tak boleh main gitar.
Tak ada. Tak ada. So aku pergi jumpa orang senyum. Time tu aku perform dengan MFMF lah. First acoustic.
Okay.
Parai nak mampus.
Dekat mana?
Dekat time tu Suka TV something lah. Nasib baik lah kat situ kan. Dia bukan TV3 and all. Tapi time tu I macam mula confident lah kan. Okay kita ada kawan yang main gitar senang kan. Tapi bila sampai situ lagu cute jadi lagu sedih.
Allah.
Lagu cute jadi lagu sedih. Aku tak ingat macam mana cute. Tapi orang floor manager tu macam
you got a link there.
tak tahulah. Kalau boleh tak nak jumpa lah.
Lepas ni aku cari bro.
Jangan
Tolong cari
Tolong
cari pass link kat aku.
Tapi serius barai lah time tu.
Tapi you enjoy tak perform?
No, seriously I tak enjoy because I nervous, I takut.
Okay.
Macam before this I paling latest lah ada nak kena perform dekat Shah Alam time tu. Macam okay dah practice dah beli gitar okay. Beli gitar
Tapi
sebab
you tak ada macam gitaris nak tolong ke? I feel like that helps tau. I
Ada.
stop already playing.
Ada, that's why my manager dah adakan drummer time tu dengan keyboardist.
Nice.
So I just nak main akustik sebab I tak nak duduk diam, I nak kena play something.
Okay. Faham.
So dah beli gitar, dah practice. Tiba-tiba lagi 2 jam nak perform, my manager call, show cancel tau. Ya Allah kak, thank you so much. Aku melutut. Cakap ya Allah,
kak ambil balik duit
ya
ni.
Tak apa kak, saya tak kisah, saya okay ni. Aku happy gila tak perform.
Alamak.
That's why aku rasa macam mungkin
kau rasa kau traumatized tak daripada Suka TV tu?
Aku rasa dia traumatized.
sangat.
Confirm.
Actually every time aku perform aku akan
Ingat that day.
Tak payah tu. Ni bukan aku. And that's why aku rasa macam aku ni bukan performer kot. Aku just mungkin suka buat lagu. That's why.
That's the thing. And I actually talked to MFMF and MFMF have mentioned that they actually learn a bunch of things from the way he writes. Yeah.
Okay.
And
boleh
like,
cerita?
Serious. I think you punya, that's the thing. Some people for songwriters lah, like the good ones is I think macam it comes natural.
Yeah.
Kan? If with the right genre, with the right producer, benda tu senang.
Betul, sangat.
Kan? And like I think Harith, like you are songwriting is one of your strengths. You know, I think it's something you should explore more.
Thank
That's
you
why
so
kita
much.
kena buat lagu Melayu.
Let's go kita buat.
Yeah.
Boleh.
Kau kena nyanyi juga.
You heard it here first.
Serious
Nyanyi
though?
sikit-sikit je lah.
Right?
You heard it here
Yeah.
first.
Hakim's gonna direct the music video.
Oi,
boleh
let's
pula.
go.
Pas kat aku pula.
Buat cameo.
Buat cameo kan.
Sebab Alex Ungku, aku suka sangat your music. Aku suka sangat sebab jarang gila orang Melayu nak buat macam ni. Because aku sendiri, aku nak
Kau tak
explore.
buat duit kan?
itu semua orang yang cakap producer lah, manager lah.
I gotta stop saying that though.
It's okay though. It's the truth.
Tapi memang betul. Orang
the
cakap boleh buat duit ke buat lagu macam ni? Boleh buat.
I-
But aku rasa aku nak buat lagu untuk aku. Because aku tahu buat lagu pun not making money pun kan. So mungkin boleh lah aku keluar dekat TV3 ke, masuk dalam drama ke. But itu bukan aku punya dream. Aku just nak buat lagu because aku suka. Aku suka nak buat macam ni.
Sebab you nak berkarya.
Yeah.
It's the like I do music when it's cathartic.
Yeah.
Kan, it's an outlet because I'm not really a creative person now.
Okay, faham.
Growing up, I always macam envy my friends yang boleh paint, you know, or everyone had something lah. For the longest time growing up, man, I struggled to find there must be something that I'm good at. You know? I was very average, you know, and then the music thing came really late, and then like.
How old were you when the music thing came?
I think I was 17.
17.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
Late, bro.
Okay.
You know, and then when I did it, and then I worked on it, of course.
Yeah.
And then like that's the only creative outlet yang I know lah. You know, and I think music is something I rasa is so accessible to everyone, especially now.
Betul.
So kita probably compared to like other like previous generations and macam kau kena beli CD and now macam you can literally explore decades of music with one scroll.
Betul.
One swipe.
And then like you can immerse yourself in so many types of music kan. So macam for me macam the creative process of making music is because I get to express myself based on what I like and what I'm influenced by, and then it starts off with a blank canvas, and then you just paint your painting lah, you know, and then like people might like it, people might not, you know, but to me macam that's secondary.
Yeah, that's true.
Bila, you know, my purpose is just to create something that I'm proud of lah, you know, and then if it relates to people, that's a bonus lah. So I do it for me. You know? That's why I don't make money.
To be fair, I don't make money too, man. Talking about life on TikTok,
I'm gonna
money.
apply for. You need a barista, bro.
Kena scam tau. Aku kena scam.
Asal kau kena scam?
Oh yeah, aku tak dapat kau punya royalty kan. Oh yeah. Again, this episode is brought to you by Kopi Saigon Setapak.
Okay, Saigon.
Tolong support Harid tu, kesian ni. Never kena scam ni kerja.
Man needs a lawyer, bro.
Man is a lawyer tu.
Parents kau ada tak?
Yeah, parents aku ada. But I gotta ask you, like, what made you want to write about sad songs more? I mean, I know why I wanted to write, or talk about sad topics. But what made you felt like you want to write about sad songs?
So remember I told you guys after I came back from uni, I struggled, and it's because I actually didn't write proper songs. Mostly my demo macam 1 minute, and then macam I tak tahu macam mana nak progress the song. Okay, and then of course combination of me overthinking it on the software, not focusing on songwriting, and then I realized I didn't have anything to write about. And then I had my first like proper heartbreak.
Understood.
Right? Yeah, and then it was like
bitch. The first one is always a bitch.
Like I'm forever grateful for it though.
Oh, okay.
Because I literally like
built your
played
career
good from it, you know. And
Thank you so much.
Thank you, you horrible bitch.
Bitches. Alright, so it's just like, to me it's like, you know, shout out to the ladies that inspire the songs because like I look back at it fondly. It's about I squeezed the shit out of it, and then it's like, and a lot of it to be fair, a lot of the songs pun macam it's not really about that one specific person. Because I hear stories from my friends, you know, and then going back to that first heartbreak, it set the template because I rasa macam very easy for me to write about these things, and like I'm usually not someone that talks to my friends about my problems, I usually keep things inside. I don't even tell my family sangat unless I have to, and and then suddenly I'm putting it all on the table in my music, which is very strange. Macam I remember
it's like your outlet lah.
Correct, it's my outlet lah, you know, and it's like therapy. And then one song led to the next, you know, and then it's, to be honest, Losing Game, my last song is kind of like, I hope it's the last time I write about this subject matter. But I think I've exhausted it.
Understood.
You know?
Understood.
And like it just, I didn't plan to write Losing Game like that. Sebab macam I joined this music course called CAA.
Yeah.
Shout out to Creative Agency Asia. Yeah, it's basically a 2-week crash course. Kau belajar pasal Ableton and then pray to God you write something good lah at the end of the 2 weeks. So I write that, and then I just did like the beat and the guitar, and then it just felt like, what else am I gonna write about? It has to be that. You know, and then I just so Losing Game is actually that I have to say Losing It is that one song that I literally 0% related to my life. Wasn't going through anything what I wrote about. I just wanted to write something that is a bit like hip hop skit.
Understood.
Throw in guitar solo, and it's like Losing Him is just an amalgamation of all my influences.
Yeah. I always thought like macam for writing sad songs or making these sad videos. I would say it's sad videos.
It is.
It is, right? It's always in a sense where macam any pop song can come and change and make your mood a little bit better and stuff like that. But the true songs that you struck not just to your heart, not just to your mind, but to your soul, is always the ones that cut deep into your feelings, that understand how you feel, that express that sadness. That it seems like you have a buddy, and that buddy is a song that walks with you throughout this painful journey. And I realized that when I was making funny videos, sure, it helped people be happy and stuff like that, but it only helped them for a day or for a moment. And it never truly really helped them get out of their problems.
Correct.
And that's what I believe that much. I'm sure, like, let's say Travis Scott could make a concert right now and everyone would be jumping, hyping, they would love the shit. But then that's it lah. That's it. It'll be a nice moment
had that
to remember.
moment.
Yeah.
Correct.
When those moments are great, not gonna lie, I'm not gonna downplay those moments, but you're going to need something. You're gonna need your Coldplays, your Adeles that speak for your heart to express, and then you feel a little bit lighter.
So like, I say this to some of my friends, and I feel like that's the beauty of music.
Yeah.
I feel like music is the closest thing we have to a time machine. The reason why I say that is because like the other day I listened to Mix FM and then came out one of the boy band song. I can't remember which one.
Westlife.
It could be Westlife because Westlife were coming over, right? And then and I was a massive Westlife fan. And it just brought back memories of me as a kid, like watching MTV, and then it's like I forgot about that memory.
Damn.
There's just something about music, how like it's the beauty of it. Why I like it as well is that macam if a song makes an impact on you, and then sometimes you don't listen to it for a long time, when you somehow come across it and it takes you back, and it can be vivid. The memory can be so vivid. The memory can be as if it happened yesterday.
Exactly.
And then you remember it for a while, and then when the song's over, you're like, okay, you move on. But that moment will happen again. And when you least expect it, you see. And the best part, cute, and it exploded to that level, and like you probably had that effect, bro. Kalau like the numbers that Harith did and MFMF did,
big numbers,
it was a phenomenon.
Big ass numbers,
serious,
bro.
I remember like pergi kerja, buka radio ada, balik traffic jam ada.
Sebab aku paling pelik, Hits FM pun main cute. Adakah sebab cute je?
Malay song.
But Hits FM main ke Fly?
So I think you should always be proud of that, and like I hope macam you continue as a songwriter.
Okay, thank you so much.
Give it a try though. You never know though.
For Hakim is a good like he can like spit a rap verse and
he can write tau.
To be fair, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and ever since aku dapat mic ni kan, aku been experimenting on rapping songs.
There we go.
Let's go, bagi satu.
So in the future of this show, you were opening credits Mamat ni.
Tak tu.
Korang tengok tak macam Rio Ferdinand punya podcast?
No,
it's called 5.
Okay.
So he is him and like 2 or 3 other macam regulars So the opening credits after like the first year, he was one of them rapping, bro.
Holy fucking shit, bapak
serious?
stas ya.
Yeah.
Bukan timbang bola ke tak ada?
No, bro. Macam lagu tu sedap.
Okay.
Simple kan. So macam that's the
God damn.
Man.
Tapi aku mula fikir macam, okay, you know what, I'll just do a 1 minute sample and then I'll just post it on my Instagram. Like I wanted to finish one like this week though. Like I wanted to so bad. Tapi like I am not satisfied with the reverb or the equalizer of the song. Macam tak match with the beat tau. So macam dah lah aku nak edit audio tu pakai Premiere Pro. Aku malas nak download Ableton, malas nak download Fruity Loop. Macam then I have to learn more.
Betul.
There's a thing called Fruity Loop.
Yeah, the Fruity Loop. It's a beat maker.
Damn, aku ingat cereal bukan?
No. It's a software. It's a software.
Macam lollipop.
It's a software.
I want a Fruity Loop now.
Tapi susah tu actually nak produce.
Betul.
Yeah, betul.
Susah.
First saya jumpa bukan Zen, Justin. Senang tak? Senang, you edit video kan? Same thing lah, cakap same thing. Bila tengok nak muntah siang.
Yeah.
Different
Aku
shit,
sampai
man.
sekarang tak faham though. Every time like and the funny thing is music producers all ada their own format tau.
Yeah.
Semua orang punya way of working semua lain.
Betul.
Diorang guna plugin, some plugins, everyone had their own favorite stuff lah.
betul.
A lot of them will use the same stuff, tapi only 20%, and 80% is their own, whatever they like.
Betul.
Especially if they are genre specific producers. And then it's like every single time they open up the screen and I get lost, bro.
Yeah, betul.
Yeah. So for me, I'm grateful that I had that 2 years where I tried to do everything myself sebab I faham the software. Cuma I don't have the skill to find the sound in my brain.
Yeah.
But for my songs, like if it's just me, usually I'm very hands-on lah. Macam I nak this to sound macam washing machine. Kan, I nak macam ni vocal kat kiri je.
Okay.
And the second verse kat kanan pula. So macam itulah that I wouldn't be able to be hands-on kalau I tak struggle dulu lah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of
but
course.
leave the good, like just focus on what you're good at though. I feel that some people ask me like how do I get started and all that, right? I always say start off with what you're good at, right?
Yeah, of course.
Don't try and copy people. Everyone like it's very easy to, it's good to start off copying people, right? And then it's important to eventually find your
own path, your own route,
path, your own sound,
your own formula.
Yeah, your own formula, because like everyone, all the artists that you listen to, they are like that because they had a whole history of growing up listening to this and all that. You had your own history.
Yeah, exactly.
So but to copy someone through and through, macam don't do that. You know?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, you know, even if your first few songs suck,
let it suck lah.
Yeah, let it suck. But you know, you learn from it.
Yeah, true. I mean, I think that's the most important thing, and just to make mistakes and keep on learning
unless
from it.
your Harith first song.
First song tiba-tiba meletup kau.
Berjuta baik.
Ya doh. Tapi sekarang
at first I macam like
kau terkejut tak?
Terkejut
Kan?
because aku tulis tu tak fikir apa. Aku just bagi that lirik, that music, that melody kepada seseorang saja. You know, bukan untuk million orang, because aku tahu itu just aku cheesy moment dengan aku punya girlfriend time tu kan. Aku punya crush saja.
Cak, I never knew macam what was the process of you dengan MF connected?
I start buat TikTok 15 second kot. 15 second punya
TikTok,
hook,
Yeah.
And then meletup, Nora Danish, Siti Nurhaliza semua buat kan. And then MF ada DM, tapi I tak reply kan.
Bapa sombong
tak,
gila.
time tu aku ingat scam ke apa kan.
Oh, faham.
Ya betul doh.
Takut kena scam tapi dah kena scam.
You were scam before you were scam.
Betul. Teruk saya kau ni.
Aku ingat MF adalah scammer dan
blatantly tau cakap macam tu tau. Blatantly tau.
tak, aku
Cakap
ingat
macam tu je.
sebab time
Do
tu,
they know this story?
tahu, dia orang tahu.
Okay.
Aku siap bagi tahu. Ingat scam doh, ingat tak betul lah kan. Sebab aku bukannya penyanyi kan. Aku takut lah tiba-tiba orang tiba-tiba nak suruh buat full song kan. And then tiba-tiba dia comment pula. Aku macam mungkin legit kot dia ni. Aku reply lah. Tengok dia DM kot. Okay, aku reply, and then dia ajak record. Tapi time tu lockdown. So aku record kat rumah pakai GarageBand.
Faham.
Pakai garage. Ableton dia bagi download time tu. Tak silap aku pirate kot.
Wait, so bila diorang hit you up, macam lagu tu tak ada top line ke
tak
apa-apa?
Tak, aku just ada hook. And then aku write verse and second verse. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then how did Loka?
Loka datang lepas dah siap verse, and then diorang tengah cari siapa yang boleh rap this one.
Yeah.
Macam pada masa tu aku pun tak tahu siapa, and tak silap aku Justin ke Brandon yang carikan Loka, and Loka happy nak on board dengan benda ni. Dan jadilah aku nak nangis bila Loka punya suara keluar. First time aku dengar, aku nak nangis macam damn, dia membuatkan lagu ni lain, kau tahu. Like something new and something yang macam tak cringe langsung dia punya part tu. So aku happy lah. Aku happy, and Loka pun happy dengan benda ni, and
awesome, man.
jadi
Fucking nice tu.
ya tu.
Fucking nice.
And aku sangat malu actually, because aku just nak cheesy dengan girlfriend aku, tapi dah berjuta orang dengar. And adalah orang-orang yang menjudge ke, ada yang cakap tak sedap and all, but Aku
Mampus
rasa
lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mampus
Serious
lah.
though.
At first aku macam shit, aku patut stop tu.
This whole hater culture online and it
Teruk sangat tu.
macam korang tak ada life bro.
Yeah.
Macam
Yeah,
do something, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like diorang tak tahu the backstory. I hate it where like people criticize like art and macam as if because they have like they're just seeing it through their phone and
Yep.
and then they just heard it like 10 seconds ago. They don't know the journey to
Yeah,
like
the
put
The
out cute.
process to
yes.
do it
Can,
and everything,
you know,
stuff like
and the
that.
struggle and all that, and
But
then
like-
it's like it's so easy to criticize.
Yeah. But that's like one thing that I've been learning as well, like recently in my life, is that I don't think like most people are meant to know your journey or how it is, because even if you are
That's
like,
true.
even if you're like standing there, this is my journey, this is everything. Like, who
cares?
gives a fuck?
Yeah,
Who gives a fuck? Because it's not happening to them.
Yeah.
They don't care.
true.
Yeah, because I think right now I'm going through like one of the most craziest fucking journeys ever in my life. But
Yeah.
if I stand up on stage or put a mic in my face and I tell people what I went through, they're not gonna give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's when I realized that it doesn't fucking matter.
yeah,
As long as I'm not hurting anybody, and some people like my shit, that's okay.
yeah.
Some people not liking my shit, then that's the duality of the world. I cannot expect
can't-
them to give
You
a fuck.
can't make everyone happy. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Tapi
Yeah.
yang paling aku marah adalah diorang cakap senang je buat lagu ni. Yang ni nenek aku pun boleh buat.
Oh, tu aku benci.
Yang ni adik aku boleh buat. Masa lagu Kick keluar aku macam damn,
Like-
it's not easy though. Walaupun
Yeah.
lagu
Tak
tu
ada.
macam senang.
That's why I said like I before that I was a bit of a music snob, man. I was kind of like thinking like that until I actually worked on music.
Yeah.
And then the struggle. Satu project ni berbulan.
Yeah.
Like losing game ni I wrote it April tahun lepas.
Shit.
April
Seriously.
tahun lepas.
Serious,
bye.
bro.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, and
What
actually,
the
well, in my defense, I didn't work on it for a long time lah
Okay.
because of the good vibes and all that. And
Yeah,
tapi
yeah,
macam
yeah.
it's a lot of work, bro.
It always
Man.
is.
And then like aku dengar the losing game ni, the mix, I think sampai mix 12. I felt bad, bro, for the producer. Bro, can you like make minute 220 like just a bit, just pipe it down a bit, and then you'll be like, fuck off.
Tapi in the end
He
terbaik.
came, he swore.
Yeah. So I macam shit, man. There's one thing in the song that I would not like say that I picked up. Lepas dah submit lagu and I'll be like, oh Allah, I gotta live with this for the rest of my life.
Oh, fucking hell.
So
Fucking
macam,
hell.
and this one more thing, like I know a lot of people yang macam musicians, some of my friends macam they have a song but they keep it like in the closet for
Yeah.
like years and
Yeah.
because they want to perfect it. But the problem with music and macam you exhaust your ears tau. Macam the longer kau simpan lagu tu kan,
Yes.
lagi kau tak confident.
Yes, betul.
Lagi
kau benci.
Lagi kau benci.
Yeah.
Kan? And then every and kau akan cari problem
Yes,
in the
banyak
song.
cari flaws di dalam
You
tu.
cari flaws and then the problem with music is that the moment you find a flaw, you cannot unhear it.
Yeah.
Yes, betul.
Kan? You
Yeah.
focus on it.
I had the same problem when I was writing my verses.
Okay.
And I macam dengar
There you
macam,
go.
I don't like that part.
Kan?
I really don't like that part.
Tapi ingat kat sini.
Ingat je kat sini.
So-
Padahal there was a very nice part tau kat bawah tu tau. Then I macam, fuck, this part is really cool. And I think I delivered it in a cool way. Tapi the top part.
Kan? Right? And then you can't get rid of it. And then it's like I know some of my peers who have that who struggle with that and then they end up not releasing it. But like when they play the demo to me, I'm like, this is good. You know, okay, maybe you can work on some things here and there and then tak master lagi. Kan? But macam you end up not releasing it. You
Yeah.
know, and then macam sometimes you just gotta let go.
Yeah,
You
betul.
know, you have to put a limit lah. Kan? Macam okay, I'm going too far, and then just take a break from it. But jangan macam don't waste it lah.
Betul.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's your time.
Yeah.
Dah penat buat duit.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
kind of have like a different discipline like when I make videos.
Yeah.
Like to me, even if when I make those inspirational videos, my one rule of thumb where I know this video is going to be successful or good, if I can play it 5 times without feeling exhausted of it. That's like my rule of thumb. So I dengar the first time, so okay,
Yeah.
I like it. Dengar the second time, okay, I still like it. Third time, I
Got
still
it.
like it. Sampai the 5th one, okay, 6th time tu dah melampau lah. Like
Yeah.
how many times you gonna spend it?
Yeah.
Like chill the fuck down lah. Kan.
Yeah.
But it's always like macam, because if a thing is gonna go viral or a thing is gonna go like being listened a lot, the creator has to be happy with what they make. I mean, not to an extent where macam everything is perfect. I don't think any of my videos is perfect, but I just make it macam passable and acceptable to dengar at least 5 times.
I got a question. Like, is this the case for you tak? Macam the videos yang you spend the most time, that one tak blow up compared to the videos yang you just tak overthink. Can?
Usually
it's
macam tu
always
though.
like that. It's always like that.
Selalu.
It's always like that. And I think it's always down to sincerity and how ikhlas you are. I always say that no matter what you do, your sincerity can be felt no matter what.
It's authenticity.
Yeah, how authentic and how sincere you are posting that video, your intentions with the video, it can always be seen. Like people nampak benda tu. Like for example, if I gave you 50 ringgit out of nowhere kan.
Boleh je.
Yeah, boleh je kan. tapi if my niat was to macam like, oh, so you would like me more, it would come off different.
Yes.
Yeah, it will come off different. If I give you 50 ringgit, and then I just chow away, tak buat apa.
Similar to like those content, those charity content you see, how like you have some people yang really honest, and some people you know they're doing it for the likes.
Macam it comes off that way. You know. So
but I have to say lah, like for Hakim punya content, macam it's a very macam not dangerous, macam it's very easy for someone to just pretend to like say those things, you know. And my question is macam when you post a specific video and is that something you can? It's probably like that video you were meant to do that video on that day because you felt like it on that day. If you did on any other day,
it would not be the same.
It would not be the same, right?
Yeah. I do that too because if you look in my PC right now, there are multiple ticks of a certain message. Kalau macam I feel like it's good. And I'm in the right headspace.
You already know the message already.
I know what I want because I think a lot.
Okay.
I think my content a lot, and I think about the things I say. So macam whenever I'm going through an emotion, I start thinking macam, why am I feeling like this, kan? Ni and everything semua tu and stuff like that. And then that's when I start to realize that okay, once I figure it out, senang lah nak cakap depan kamera kan? Because you're not making the shit up. You already know what the fuck is going on. And so when I see a take, I tengok balik. Oh no, I think it doesn't come off as sincere. Macam I'm trying to show off yang I pandai. So macam take it down. So in my DC banyak gila drafts.
Faham.
So memang even semalam pun when I made a video, I macam okay, I felt sincere doing this. Everything felt right, and I hope people understand what I'm trying to say. Plus.
Interesting,
so,
no? Like I don't think anyone else yang buat format Hakim.
Betul, tak ada yang bercakap, tak ada kot. Mungkin ceramah.
Not interested in that.
Ceramah.
And I feel like macam this format macam it's very hard to blow up sebab people punya attention span. And then the subject matter. So macam how do you find the right balance of not being too long, being relatable,
betul.
And then you somehow found the right song.
And
I know that you probably have tried different songs tapi macam tak kena. Tak kena.
So many times
Fuck it, aku just stick to this one.
But I am experimenting with more different songs now. And I think macam ni lah. I think I kind of understand because I'm also a consumer kan. I know what brings me in, what pulls me out, and so macam I realize that everyone is going to say the first 5 seconds matters ke apa semua tu kan, but I want it to really matter. So I always say the quote, the lesson first, the quote, and then I give them the reason. So if they're interested in the quote, then they'll listen to the reason. If they're not, tak apalah, they'll swipe away.
Wow, big brain lah you.
Aku nama Hakim.
Betul.
Nama Hakim.
Nice. Siapa yang dengar ni kena masuk kelas ni.
Boleh.
Hari, like question for Hari, right? Because like I'm very proud to see like how you have like
Ya Allah, thank you
like
so much.
blown up, man. Macam from cute, and then I like how macam kau can tell like kau ni memang macam a creative lah.
Yeah.
Kau punya content videos pun,
Ya Allah.
these ads kan, I'm like, weh, power though. Macam it's very well thought out. Macam you are meant to be doing what you're doing ah.
Damn.
And then you eventually did a music video that this guy is in. Like, so macam what's the next plan? Like, I know you guys got the podcast, but like for you, because I think you are someone that will always try different things.
Betul. I rasa I dah try semua benda kot. Cuma sekarang nak kena fokus je which one.
Yeah.
Ya.
Kau dah berlakon ke?
Dah, sudah berlakon. Ya, cuma tak keluar je.
Oh really?
Dengan aku kak.
Ya, dengan dia ni kak.
Nice.
So aku rasa macam aku akan lepas ni more to direct kot, and aku nak sangat buat music, but mungkin aku tak nyanyi kot. Aku nak buat like buat dengan kau, buat dengan sesiapa, just nak write.
Yeah.
Mungkin nanti mungkin aku dah belajar, aku nak try sangat produce.
Yeah.
Because aku rasa aku dah tua dan aku tak larat untuk perform. Because aku rasa sangat-sangat penat bila aku ada nervous tu. Aku sangat-sangat penat actually. Aku sangat-sangat down, dan aku rasa because macam before this lah, masa cute keluar pun aku rasa macam aku tak patut.
Kau mesti buat banyak media runs kan?
Ya, sangat.
Confirm lah MF. Kan? So macam cute ni macam kau perform banyak kali
Banyak tu actually. Actually banyak. And aku tak suka. And aku suka bila ada band je mungkin. Sebab aku rasa aku lebih confident dengan band.
Yep. Okay.
You guys said something about band and -1. -1 tu apa?
So -1 is basically the track without vocals.
Ya, karaoke.
So you karaoke ada. No, karaoke betul lah.
Hilang
so
suara je.
I don't know why it's called -1. I guess the one is the vocals.
Maybe.
But usually like -1's like, for me, I will leave my backing vocals in. The chorus, or else it will be too much lah for you to handle everything. And so macam the harmonies, the ad-libs usually are in the -1. And instrumental is completely no vocals.
Betul.
Wow.
Unless there's a sample that is counted as an instrumental.
Understood. Okay. I get that.
So -1 ni bagi aku tak suka, because kau akan, untuk aku yang selalu out of beat, akan accident kadang-kadang. So kalau aku
tengah
suka,
nervous.
sangat-sangat nervous. Kau tahu, kau ingat lirik kau nyanyi hari-hari. Tapi bila kau nervous sangat, aku yang jenis sangat. Aku so far tak adalah hilang lirik.
It's making me nervous because like I'm going on Fresh Brew on Sunday.
Okay.
Kau macam shit lah.
Tak apa, itu dia.
Because
Itu dia,
aku,
bukan kau. Kau ada experience.
Tak, Alex.
I told you I always feel like nak muntah kot.
Tapi aku tahu kau confident. Kau tahu suara kau keluar macam ni. Kau tahu how to control mungkin. Because aku pun pergi kelas, kau tahu. Aku pergi kelas dengan Cikgu Syafi. But dia ajar. Aku boleh dapat time tu. Okay, aku tahu nak control and all. Bila aku nak perform,
the nerves
hilang tu.
I mean, nervous.
You know, sebelum ni aku tahu how nak guna suara perut. Bila kau atas pentas tu, aku memang cepat-cepat nervous. And benda tu sangat-sangat teruk bagi aku, because time tu lah orang tengok aku nyanyi live tau. And orang akan like, suara ni tak sedap pun, tak sedap and all. Itu yang membuatkan aku down gila. And aku rasa memang lagi bertambah nervous untuk aku perform depan.
Faham.
And all.
Oh man, okay. Now I understand.
Because aku rasa masa aku belajar, boleh buat macam ni. Okay, kena control. Cikgu cakap control macam ni, you boleh dapat key ni, you boleh pergi macam ni. Masa practice boleh je. Bila atas pentas tu aku nervous, aku takut, aku fikir apa orang nak cakap nanti. Aku kena like, okay tak apalah, aku nyanyi biasa je lah. Bila aku nyanyi jauh sikit,
kau overthink.
Overthink. Lepas tu tiba-tiba floor manager cakap rapat sikit. Macam fuck, apa ni? Aku terus macam, and aku paling suka bila aku perform cute, ada Lokabi, which is dia akan bagi semangat aku. Aku akan pandang dia akan bagi pandang aku. So benda tu lagi senang lah. And okay lah.
It's better to do things as a team. And sometimes
for sure, man. Like I definitely prefer playing with my band now.
Best.
Even now, if I have like an acoustic gig, dulu aku main seorang, and now I just call my guitarist. Then you just focus on singing.
Faham.
And, so macam collaboration, having a team, and also macam I think the more you do it, the less nervous you will
of course.
But you will always be nervous.
Betul.
I think even if you ask Beyonce, I'm pretty sure even she gets nervous before she goes on.
I was watching a BTS clip of BTS.
See what you did there.
And
Someone hired this guy.
And then I saw like how Jin from BTS had to play with Coldplay, and this was his solo, not a song with his group mates, everything. And even then, he spoke to the camera and he told the camera that he's nervous. Can you imagine? He's been performing for 10 years in front of millions and thousands of crowds. And he is nervous performing with someone that is outside of his band. And right before he get out of the stage, he tried to remove his jitters. And you could see that he was a little shaken up.
Everyone has their process.
Yeah, everyone has their process.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized that it doesn't matter how big you think you are or how easy they make it look. It is always not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big the stage is. The stage is a stage.
A stage is a
A
stage.
crowd is a crowd.
Yeah.
No
Yes.
matter how little or
Yeah, the
millions.
more important they are to you, the more nervous you are going to get.
yeah.
Ah.
For me, that's why it's like, for me, like performing is like, it's almost like an out of body experience.
Yes.
Especially for me, especially because when I play my own songs, it's like you know the journey of creating the song. Probably is because of a bad memory, bad experience, and the fact that suddenly you're on a stage. You know, you're performing this product that you created. You know, that was very authentic to you. You know, and then you're sharing it now
Yeah,
to a lot of new crowd, and then
Yeah.
hopefully when they leave the performance, they take something of you like with them. You know, so macam that's the whole process. You know, and then meeting people after macam is a very macam sacred experience.
Yeah, it's kind of humbling at the same time.
Yeah, it is very
right?
humbling, you
Yeah.
know. And macam because I always feel that macam when every time I release a song macam tak ada orang nak dengar tu lagu.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then macam apa tu, every single time if I play, you know, if I will always make time if there's people want to like ask about the song, you know, or they tell me they like the song, I'm like thank you. You know, even if it's just one person, and if I just made an impression on just one person at a show, to either happy lah, you know, because I don't play for like the glitz or the glam or whatever, right? I do it because I like to do it. You know, it's fun, and I'm playing with friends. I bring a team now, you know, and then it's like, and hopefully the people enjoy the ride lah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Best.
Yeah. Dude, not gonna lie, I think we're over the time limit already.
Oh, let's go. Kita borak banyak tu.
Yeah, though. Best though.
Okay.
We just talk cock.
Yeah, talk Unis, yeah. Fucking hell.
It's either that or I talk to my cat at home, bro. So like, you guys are a good substitute lah.
Good, fair. I like that.
Alright, kita pun dah sampai hujung ni. Thank you so much Alex sebab
hal loh.
teman.
Anytime
Harap
guys.
kita boleh borak lagi. Banyak
Please,
lagi
anytime you guys need a guest, I'm all ears, man.
Let's go.
Boleh.
Because like I approach it like an interview at work, because ask your interviewers questions, you know,
Betul,
and
fair.
try and get to know you guys. Because especially today, I first time jumpa
Yeah,
Hakim,
yeah.
So thank you guys for having me, and everyone please watch and subscribe.
Yes.
Like please support the channel.
Betul.
You know, these guys are great guys,
Thank
and
you
I
so
wish you guys all the best.
Thanks, man.
I'm gonna be watching this channel closely. You know,
You're just waiting
and
for your episode.
waiting my episode.
Just like every other guest.
Hey, but I noticed the color grading. Right?
Betul,
so that's why I was like,
Betul,
this people, they're invested. I can tell it's a small team.
Yeah.
Probably just two of you guys.
Yes, betul.
Memang
It's just two.
It's just the two of us.
It is ah.
This is the two of us.
Okay, yeah. I mean, just keep doing it, man.
Thank you so
man.
much.
No
Thank you,
worries.
man.
Kepada suka luar sana, tolong dengar Losing Game. Sangat best. Appreciate little things dalam tu. Korang akan dengar, korang akan terbawa. Aku suka dia Losing Game.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Banyak effort aku letak dalam tu.
Betul.
Damn.
Yeah. Actually, and the funny thing is, lagu tu actually very simple.
Damn.
3 chord, start sampai habis.
Shit.
Damn.
Okay.
Betul-betul R&B you. Betul-betul R&B. Wait, what was the name of the program again? Yang Ableton?
CAA.
CAA.
Yeah, CAA.
I think my friend Iskandar from Insomniacs went as well. Oh,
Yeah.
you saw him there?
Yeah. He was one of the earlier takes.
I see.
Even Julia was on it.
Yeah. I think his girlfriend recommended.
There you go.
There you go.
So it's
Small
like they're
world.
always looking for people, by the way. So if you ever have the time or you want to like dedicate time to do it, just let me know.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Understood.
Go for
Boleh
it.
try.
Okay.
Kan?
Alright, ladies
Kau
and
pun
gentlemen.
Ya doh.
Yeah.
Memang betul.
Kan?
Aku kena ada masa untuk belajar.
We all have to learn.
Yep.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you learned a lot from our podcast today.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you were entertained. You learned something new, and please subscribe, assholes. Mana terkeluar dia? So cakap, Alex, was that you? Tak, bukan lah.
No comment.
Jumpa korang di episod akan datang.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Every time.
Yes.
Can you tell him to stop that? That fucking kiss.
Every time though, of course lah.
It sounded wet.